Really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Running back searching for a hole. Found just enough. It's up 4 to the 15.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Defense not showing press coverage. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another 1st down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
The give to the back. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the 1st down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Georgia!
the great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Bowman. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They're testing the right side here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop after the catch. He's still some work to do to pick up that first down. Here on 3rd down. He leaves it with his back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's going to run it. At midfield, he's got room. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and throws out the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the air, it's Hawkins. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and shuffling and is waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away. It's a big-time play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught in the backfield. It's Awchuck. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. From the 22 on 1st and 10. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. The back goes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. With jet sweep pass. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the point after is good. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun. Give on the inside. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick up the first through the air, using the quick game. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Trying to find his man on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Quickly to the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. That's caught. It's Lovett. Open space at the 25.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You simply don't see that very often. The quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
And now on second down for this offense. Scanning the field, it's back. He's got it on the run. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Pushes for the goal line. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Sooner offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired. And
I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And the misconnection on 3rd down. A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Gets it out quickly. Fights off a defender. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, guys.
The Sooners are on the move. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. He'll try to do it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's sharp. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
To the air, it's Hawkins. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. They want to throw it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
After the touchdown, if they could get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game. They'll go to the air. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bowman. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it from the gun. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Here comes the offense on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Achuk. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. They get to the line quickly. Quick release by the QB. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. And here comes the offense on second down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. The give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. And it's right down the boulevard. And they've regained the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels, and
And he breaks into the open. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The RPO, it's complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
A 3rd and long coming up here.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Oklahoma 16, Georgia 15.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Looking for a gap. It's Achuk. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these 1st downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
On the option. He'll toss it. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Kept it on the ground on 3rd down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
4th down is just another down to these guys. A perfect 4 for 4 so far. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They go to the ground. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9. Georgia going up tempo. DBs will try to keep everything in front. To the ground with the back. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
3rd and short. They've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. And he intercepts it. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooner. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Ready to try the point after. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game.
You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Back to throw. It's Beck. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the 1st down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourself a shot to win.
Corners are going to bail. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that pass picked off.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Fires to the big fella. Off he goes.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
And as they come to the line, they have the lead, and they have the clock on their side. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. They'll go with a direct snap. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse. Looking for a huge play. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense, continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. Now facing a 3rd and long. It's a reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
The Sooners will try to convert on 4th down. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out.